Oh, what the heck?
Again.
What the heck? I fixed it. I made sure it worked.
I just...
Just click on the eyeball. Yeah, thank you. Hi, everyone.
Oh, and I'm sitting here waving again like I did last time.
Jen is waving into the nothingness.
Hi. I am here.
Are you clicking on Jordan Full or Jordan Solo?
Jordan Solo.
That's weird. Okay, we'll fix it later.
Yeah.
Anyways, hello everyone. Howdy. Good morning. Except it's not morning. It's definitely afternoon. I hope you all are having a great day so far. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. I'm hoping everybody else around here did. We got a cool model we're going to be painting up today.
What's that?
This is Lizard.
Lizard?
Mm-hmm.
Does not look like a lizard.
He is definitely a lizard man. I mean...
Well, I guess this face, okay.
He is definitely a lizard man.
Lizards don't stand
well,
upright like that.
Hello, everyone.
Is he wearing a vest?
No, he's wearing a doctor's coat.
So he's Dr. Lizard.
Was a doctor.
Was a doctor.
Yeah.
What is this from?
Marvel Crisis Protocol.
I figured.
I was looking around. I was like, I don't have anything to paint because I finished up the other guy last week, and I need to find something. So this guy was available.
All kinds of stuff around here to paint.
What the heck? Yeah, he was just hanging out, and I was just like, this guy's cool.
Hello,
so
hello.
Hello, everyone. We have many people here.
Fuker, Paint Liquor, hello, Panic Bomb, Lumberjack Tim, T. Schmidt, Ghost Hunter.
Professional Paint Liquor. We have both of the Paint Liquors.
The professional and...
Wad Tomato. Routes.
Yeah.
James
Siren, Fire Arc. Everybody's here, ready to go.
Chavant.
Pizza eating contest with my friends last week to see who can eat the most. I must be getting old. I could only eat 21 slices this time.
That is a lot of pizza.
Well, it depends. What kind of toppings? What kind of crust? There's a lot of things that go into a pizza eating contest. Because
True.
A
Hello.
21 slices of like a Lou Malnati's. You all right over there?
Like me to remove that?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, what size slices?
Getting shoved down.
Oh, weird.
How substantial was the crust? Are we talking just cheese, extra cheese, lots of toppings?
What are we on about over here?
Well, Siobhan said he had a pizza eating contest last week, and he feels like he's getting old because he could only eat 21 slices. And that might,
21 slices?
That's New York style Hawaiian pizza. So New York style thinner crust. Okay, so that helps, yeah.
So that's not how you do life.
It was a contest. I don't think this is just a regular Saturday.
This wasn't just Friday night?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
It depends. If you're chair guy, maybe this is every Saturday night.
I gave you plaid and hot pink texture trainers? No, I didn't. That's up to you.
Yeah, you can. That's
I do, however, have all the corks.
Make them look however you want.
Yeah, you got cork.
I do have all the corks.
We've given you hot pink, so that part you don't have.
Is this for some cool ships?
It's just because I never have enough.
Oh, yeah.
To hold. So. There you go. Juvale.com if you like painting with corks. Had some pretty good.
Oh.
Well, you have to put. We're not painting your models for you, Paint Liquor. You have to put the paint. I mean, we've given you the hot pink paint. Now it's up to you. You've asked for it for years. Now it's up to you to take the tools that we've given you. Clarkatron said, is it a dumb question to ask if those corks are actually better than other corks? It is not a dumb question if it's something that you truly want to know.
It's not a dumb question. I don't know the answer because that's a Jason thing.
Yeah, we'll have to wait till Jason gets it back.
Yeah.
How quirky are those corks?
I imagine they're pretty quirky. They're certainly more quirky than not.
Plaid 2079. Got a few minutes. And yes, Route, finally someone is thinking resourcefully and realizing that you can make your own plaid. Oh, if you think Jason's gonna paint a hot pink gradient model, I think that you're
Very wrong.
probably gonna be waiting a really long time.
Yeah. One of these days it might happen, and the world will explode a little bit.
We never sent out a tartan paint to you because we don't have that. Panic Bomb said, so earlier I was just sitting here minding my own business and somebody posted the texture trainers were available and I bought one.
And I bought one.
Somebody already, it's already gone, but someone asked, it was Clarkatron, are those corks better than other corks? Oh.
They're better than not corks?
He did this. They're just corky corks. Noosh day tomorrow. Well, for once, all of the U.S. folks will be jealous of you guys in the U.K.
Probably easier with all of that, huh?
Yeah. Kind of minus some of my paint. Half my paint collection is sitting in the lab.
Should
Stonewall,
have a set out there?
Yeah.
I'll work on getting a set out
Yeah,
there.
we need a full set of paints out there at some point.
Yeah.
But doesn't
it's
have to be-
less a slowdown on shipping and more of an uptick in orders. So we haven't slowed at all. We're still working at the same pace we normally work, but the volume of orders has increased and the number of people shipping has not yet. We are hiring. So we'll get back there, but for right now, yeah, we're seeing probably an extra day or so on fulfillment. And also no mail today in the U.S., correct?
Yeah. Because it's MLK.
Is. Uh-oh.
You keep on forgetting little things.
Oh my god.
What, have you guys had any complaints about the site throwing an error because I sent too many requests? I was looking through the models on the store and then it randomly came up. I'm not sure I understand. We have not heard of this being an issue. So I'm not sure. And I'm not sure I understand. It's getting an error message and not loading the pages for you. Game delay, I mean, you should say that you're a corknosaur because I don't know that people would question that. They would just be impressed. And probably have a lot of questions like, I didn't know that was a thing. Tell me more about it.
Bag of trash on the floor as you walk in the door. Somebody empty the trash and not take it with them.
That might have been me, to be honest.
Oh my
trash
god,
was very
Chad, I'm
funny.
horrible.
You're horrible?
Well,
Why are you
how many trips
horrible?
did that take me to get all my stuff?
Ah, it's fine. It's not like there's
I've
not
been-
Jen and I here to entertain them while you're
I've
grabbing
been.
stuff.
I'm sorry, Chad. I was doing the formulations for all the new colors coming out in March, and I got them all done, but I didn't clean up at all. So all of my paints were out there because I have to have all of our current line to make sure when I'm mixing up new paints that I'm not too close to current paints. So,
Paint liquor, I thought we were friends.
I need some.
a lobotomy.
Whoa! Definitely don't need one of those.
No?
God, I hope not.
Okay.
would not be the highlight of my
Do
day.
they even still do lobotomies?
I don't-
Is that a thing?
I don't think so. Maybe they do.
Or has
though.
that been considered cruelty to animals?
I don't think they do lobotomies.
We'll see if Google knows.
Google should definitely know the answer to this question. All right, we're starting with airbrushing some of this water. We're going to start with some Dark Sea Ben.
Google knows what I'm going to ask, of course, as it always does. They're no longer performed and have largely been replaced by medications. There are other surgeries that are performed in very rare circumstances to treat conditions that doesn't respond to other treatments, but they are last resorts. So you're out of luck. You wanted to
Or in luck,
get a
depending on if you
lobotomy
wanted it or
in
not.
2024.
Didn't sound like Jordan wanted one, so
Oh.
he's in luck.
Preferably not.
Okay.
I like the idea of not having things shoved in my
Touch of a lobotomy.
eyeballs.
Some lobotomy. Is that like being a little pregnant?
I just need a slight lobotomy. Just the tip.
Just a partial.
Whoa.
Whoa, hey, we're getting a little off
Whoa.
topic here with some of these jokes.
Whoa. Whoa, Nelly.
Speaking of these kinds of jokes, I'm very excited for a thing
About the new set?
about that.
Oh, Fugger wants to know how hard it is to come up with new colors.
Harder than you might think. Mainly the hard task for me is making them feel different enough from colors we already have to warrant an inclusion in the line. And that's mainly just from my artist side peeking across and being like, I would never use that color. You know, and I got to remember I'm not the only painter using our paints, but yeah, so a lot of times I might be pretty hard on myself with that regard. Sometimes it's very easy. It really just depends. Right now, the color family dictates a lot of that. Blues and greens tend to be more difficult because we have such a good representation of blues and greens in the line. So those can be a struggle, whereas reds are typically pretty easy. The red that I'm painting with right now is red orange, and it is one of the colors that will be coming out in March.
Oh, what did I do?
That one's pretty good.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Uh,
I don't know. I didn't do anything. I was just typing in chat.
Didn't hit numbers again.
I didn't touch a number.
I thought we got the numbers fixed.
Siobhan says I blame the schools.
Gabe,
Yeah,
you
they
said the
supposedly
numbers
are.
are fixed.
Well, I mean, and the thing is not, my note's not on there anymore, but I definitely did not touch a number. I was just trying to type in exclamation
Gabe.
point soon. That's
Said the
it.
numbers aren't active anymore. I'll
Yeah,
believe it
talk
when
about
I
red
see it.
orange, and Jen drops the mic. Jen's like, that's it. We're done.
Didn't do anything wrong.
Something a little bit more blue. A little bit of bright shade in here. Mix it on up. Or turquoise would be better. Mixing a little bit of turquoise into our Dark Sea Ben.
You order a grande lobotomy at Starbucks. Tell them it's for Jason. The barista writes down Jordan. Everything goes wrong. This is a movie I've seen. Professional Paint Liquor says maybe if you hired a paint taster, the R&D would be faster.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably not correct.
Nope.
I'm going to go with not correct.
We will not be hiring any paint tasters.
Sometimes I go pretty quick. Over the weekend, let's see, what did I do? Day one, on Saturday, I did a new set of colors. I did a red and an orange that are rust colors, rust red, rust orange, that are both pretty amazing. Those, when I got the red dialed in the way I wanted, then the orange was pretty easy. Because it just used kind of the same base as the red with more yellow in it. But they don't always.
I just picture Jason in a lab coat cackling like a madman.
I don't wear a lab coat.
Is there a hidden camera out there?
I should wear a lab coat. I don't. I tend to get paint all over my clothes. I should definitely wear a lab coat.
We've got one.
I don't cackle a lot. I'm usually listening to audiobooks, which I was not enjoying my audiobooks this weekend, so that didn't help it at all.
What were you listening to?
Let's see. On Saturday, I was listening to The Keep by F. Paul Wilson.
Okay.
It is the first book in what is called the Adversary Cycle, which is one of my favorite series of all time. If you've ever heard of Repairman Jack, it's the Repairman Jack.
Repairman
Jack. Yeah, it's kind of like the lead-ins to the Repairman Jack.
What does he repair?
Things that are broken in your life.
Oh, wow!
It's great. He has an ad in the New York Post or Times or something that he's always had. It says he's a fix-it man, and he has on his answering machine, it always is like, I have a washing machine I need repaired, and he just deletes all of those because he's a fixer in terms of like violent fixing.
Sure, yeah.
So he is a very good kind of, I won't say anti-hero, kind of a darker hero. He doesn't take very many cases. They have to really speak to him. He's a vigilante, basically.
Okay.
And, it's, that part of the series is him trying to balance his life with his girlfriend and her daughter, and him being a fixer and not really wanting to be in that life anymore. And the Adversary Cycle is it's a really neat thing because F. Paul Wilson did not intend for them to all be part of this same series. And yet, as it grew, and he kept writing Repairman Jack, because they're kind of supernatural, what happens with Repairman Jack is not always just, straightforward. It has some supernatural aspects. And so he broadened and actually went back and redetailed some of The Keep, which was, it was made into a movie a long time. It's basically like a vampire movie in Romania about Nazis in a Romanian castle keep on a mountain overlooking a pass that they have to hold during World War II. And it's about all of the goriness that ensues when the castle has like 5 million brass and nickel crosses, but they're all on the inside of the castle, nothing on the outside facing. And of course, some of the Germans find a couple of gold ones and pry them off the stone and release the baddie, and it's all about the vampire Rossalam and him killing all the Nazis.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was meant to just be a standalone book. But it turns out that character then goes and becomes the big bad for the whole world. Like bringing the darkness around the whole world. And like a Satan type thing.
What is this called again?
It's called the Adversary Cycle.
Okay. I will probably start reading it like tonight. This sounds like exactly the type of thing that I'm really into.
I would not start with The Keep. I would start with the Repairman Jack novels.
Okay.
And read those. Okay. Right? And go from there.
I'm going to write this down.
They're neat.
The Adversary.
The Adversary Cycle. F. Paul Wilson. You can just message me and I'll say.
Okay, I'll message you.
Game Delay said that they already know what R&D looks like because it was in the commercial. It's the unicorn and the lights and.
Yep. Yeah. You guys got it in one.
It involves a unicorn and what looks like really good times. Donuts,
Yep.
energy drinks.
Yep. Donuts, energy drinks.
Flashing lights.
I don't do energy drinks, so it does not include.
I don't
any
do
of those.
energy drinks either.
Soap development includes all that unicorn crap. Paint, on the other hand, pretty boring. Me and an audiobook. And Jordan doing all the legwork initially to take our current paints and figure out, the way the colors would fit in just by mixing our current paints together. And then I decipher all that into real pigment.
Ghost Hunter said olive drab will be really nice in March. Is that on the list?
No.
No. Professional paint liquor, never. Gabe started a new book this weekend too.
Oh?
Said I haven't sat down and read for a long, long time, but it's called The Warded Man, and so far it's pretty good.
The Warded Man.
Warded.
Yeah, so that I started reading The Keep a couple weeks back or a week back or whenever I finished my last book. And my last book was The Shining.
Oh.
And so I finished The Shining and then started on The Keep, thinking I would do the adversary cycle again and have every intention to do so. But it wasn't appealing to me as I was making paint. Sometimes I think it's the task you're involved in and how the book relates. And so it wasn't the right book for that because The Keep needs you to pay a little bit more attention than I was paying. So I switched over to a Star Trek novel.
I didn't know that they made Star Trek novels.
Dude, there's a million of them.
Really?
Oh yeah. There's
Oh,
a whole
what the heck?
extended canon universe that is crazy for Star Trek.
Jason, you're not in frame fully. There we go. Thank you.
Huh?
Oh, you're in the right spot. So Jordan is Igor.
I'm sorry,
Is
what?
he-
Yes.
yes.
Igor.
Igor.
Jordan is Igor.
Igor. JP Gray, hello.
Hello.
Megalodon,
Hello, hello.
hello. Game Delay said research
Megalodon, I'm
Michael,
painting your things.
research Michael a little better if you add a little unicorn, Jason.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'll remember that.
I'll remember that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Slayer Street and Jade, hello. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. It's Monday, everyone.
LVO week around here.
I know.
Is
Got some of the crew getting ready for that.
They're like packing stuff.
They're packing. Ready to make the long trek. You are going to be attending LVO this weekend in Las Vegas. You will see, well, if you're attending and you choose to stop by the Monument booth, you will see Jordan and Jabe and Philip and Schlebby. Baby J is painting a lizard man.
Right now, more specifically, I'm painting all this, what I'm now realizing should probably be a lot dirtier, sewer water.
Well, it is not, though, a robot, which is what JP Gray said.
No, not a robot.
Phil appears, just as we say his name.
I have been summoned.
almost clean enough to drink. Yeah, he's got the water looking all fresh out of the tap. It's Evian spring water.
Doesn't hang out in.
Is it supposed to be sewage? Like the
Yeah, he's
the
like
manhole cover?
popping a manhole cover up.
Uh-huh,
Off
yeah.
and
That's definitely
jumping
some
up out
pretty
of the.
clean looking.
Professional Paint Liquor asked how many pages involve Captain Kirk banging everything in sight. So most of the books are in the Picard
Oh, are
realm. But there are a lot of like Voyager, Deep Space Nine has a lot of books. So there's all sorts of them.
So cold in Houston that the
Are you
whole
gonna need
city
to-
is shut down.
Airbrush today?
No,
Okay, I'm gonna go turn it off.
I don't think so. But the book I'm reading involves Riker after he takes over the Titan.
Oh, okay.
He's Admiral Riker. And it has to do with the Klingon that Kirk killed on the Genesis planet in the... Was it the Search for Spock? I think it might have been the Search for Spock.
Yes.
Where they had to get the Klingon bird of prey.
Yeah.
He had to sacrifice the Enterprise
Yeah.
to get Spock, and then loaded them all up on the Klingon bird of prey and took that back to Earth.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's that one. So it's that Klingon seeking revenge on the Federation for all of the actions that killed. That was his father or grandfather or something.
Oh, in the TNG era.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And he has a whole host of cloakable Klingon battle cruisers and crazy tech and some planet full of a species of hunters that are just natural born killers that he has as his shock troops that are not Klingons, but like a race of sentient beings that don't give each other names, kind of a thing, because they think names are a waste of time. They just kill stuff. So
okay.
So it's pretty cool. Some neat characters and stuff, but I'm just getting into it. But again, it felt like I needed to be paying more attention because I didn't know anything about the story. So my books weren't really doing me a lot of good while I was developing paint this weekend, so I pretty much just turned them off and worked. And that's never as fun as having a good book.
Nebraska declared a state of emergency because of a 2-day snowstorm.
What's that?
Where it is?
Nebraska declared a state of emergency because of a 2-day snowstorm.
They'll be fine.
It is 66 degrees here today.
It was downright warm when I went out to lunch. It was very nice.
So weird how weather is, because it was really cold here last week.
True. Man, I was hanging out with a bunch of my friends from Seattle and in Discord over the weekend, and the only thing I heard talk about was how cold it was. Everyone was always like, "Man, it's so cold in here right now. Gosh, I can't go running because it's so cold outside." It's very funny.
29. Oh my gosh, that's crazy for Texas, for Houston, isn't it?
Nah. It freezes
that-
there all the time.
Is that what it is right now? Is 29? So like
Texas
like
gets
3
cold.
3:30?
The humidity. It gets freaking cold there. Winters were always brutal. You don't get a whole lot of snow, but you get freezing ice and
Do this a little bit more, well, less careful.
I'm gonna take 48 hours to paint Red Skull's Red Skull.
Such is the life sometimes.
When you're done painting this part, it's pretty much done because the rest of it's just black leather. So you can just leave it in primer and call it a day.
Yeah. Like, I finished painting his head. I'm done. Everyone else goes, "What do you mean?"
Jade said it was -9 below when they left for work this morning with a 25 below wind chill, and it's currently 1 below. So I posted a little video on my Instagram of Cora
Hanging out the
yesterday.
car window.
Yeah, hanging out the car window. And my stepmom, who lives in Minnesota, She's like, oh, I'd love to be in Arizona right now. It's 3 below here today. I'm like, nope.
I'm very happy with the temperature
Like,
that it is right now.
Take it here. Been raining so much in Florida lately that it's better to take a jet ski than a car. Ooh, 19 below for your low watt in the Chicago suburb. That's crazy. Nope, 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 nope. Phoenix Mercy it has a high of 2.
2.
Oh, 19 below was the wind chill. Wind chill. That's
So we're
crazy.
giving this kind of a heavy overbrush. Get this brighter color on, keep that texture. Make it feel like the water is splashing.
Balmy 22 for Panic Bomb.
Oof.
Oh, break out the shorts.
I'm gonna
Flip
say.
flops.
And is it
Beach
freezing
weather.
everywhere except for here?
Time
right
for
now?
barbecuing outdoors.
Oh no. JP said, my sister dropped her kid off at my mom's house after school Friday, but they got snowed in. So my mom's going crazy after 3 days with a small boy who hates schedule changes because he's stuck there. Chuck and Avian, hello. Happy Monday.
Hello. Welcome to Monday. We're here, prepared as ever for a wonderful painting stream.
We are warm, Avian. It's nice here today. It's 66 degrees.
Holy hell!
Everybody
Yesterday
else, on
was
the
pretty
other hand,
warm.
They're freezing. Siobhan said, back in my day, I walked to school in the snow 5 miles uphill both ways.
No, you didn't.
I'm gonna call
Are
a
you
big old
someone's
pile of
grandfather?
BS
Because that's
on
a
that.
grandpa thing to say.
I think he is Korean, and Korea does get snow, so there is that.
So how was everyone's weekend? Were you all just staying inside out of the brutal cold?
I was going to say everybody's just hiding. That's what we do.
Under
we just
blankets.
hide.
Not
Everyone's just
too far off.
blankets all over their, bundled up.
I just hide. Time for bone, because what are teeth if not bone? You have a high of 4. They just canceled school for the kids. I told everybody it's a La Nina, not La. Is
La
it a
Nina?
El Nino?
El Nino.
El Nino. So
or
it's great
La
for
Nina.
us.
Yeah.
It makes the
Oh.
temperatures really bearable for us.
I don't
It
know what
usually
any of those
screws
things
everybody
mean.
else.
Shalebi just got off the plane from Denver last night and was shocked that it felt so warm.
Wait,
Yeah, it was
Schlebby?
nice. Shalebi, yeah. Apparently Shalebi was off Friday. Must
Oh.
have gone to Colorado.
Oh,
You know, she's a world traveler.
She's a jet setter.
you're right. I forgot that Schlebby was gone on Friday.
It's easy not to remember.
Wow. Pain hurts. Truth hurts sometimes.
Oh, JP, congratulations. Liz had their 10th wedding anniversary yesterday.
Oh,
They celebrated by
congratulations.
sleeping all day.
Oh,
You celebrated by what?
Sleeping all day.
Sleeping?
Yeah. I got to sleep in this weekend. I had a good night's sleep. What day was that? Saturday or Friday? I don't remember. Was it
Saturday night.
So yeah, yesterday I woke up. I slept so good last night.
I think I slept pretty good last night. I woke up, I'm feeling pretty good today. I don't feel like I'm lagging behind much.
Browntown Games, good morning.
It's not morning anymore.
It's always morning for Browntown Games.
Oh. Why is this?
Hmm?
Why? Oh, okay.
Just because that's how he always greets us
Oh,
with a
that's
good
fair.
morning. Been doing it for years.
Because he's insane.
Because he's insane.
I'm pretty sure he's Canadian, so maybe
He's very
that's
much like Tim lately. Tim does the same thing. It's always morning for Tim, too. But I think it's because Tim is newly single, and Tim probably living like a 13-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, morning is whatever time you got out of bed.
Baby J is out of the loop, and Jason is incredibly wise.
Wow.
I'm what?
Incredibly wise.
Oh, wait.
Not wrong. About the me being out of the loop thing.
It's always morning somewhere.
Is it?
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Is there a time zone where... No, probably not, I imagine. Because all the time zones are...
I don't know.
Well... How far back is Australia from...
From here, it's like 18 hours or something.
I was going to say 16 or 18 hours ahead.
Could there be a time during the day where they're not... Because if they're 16 hours ahead...
Well, you just have to remember how many time zones are there.
This is
Oh.
too much
Somebody would
work
have
for
to
my
look that
brain
up.
right now. Yeah, too much work for my brain.
I think there's
Yeah.
technically 24.
Oh, are there 24?
Well, it takes the Earth
It's-
one full rotation for 24 hours, right?
I guess that makes sense.
So
It's-
there would be 24 time zones.
Yeah, because those time
So
zones
it would
still
always be
exist.
morning someplace. That morning might be occurring where there are no living sentient creatures other than fish.
It's 8:40 a.m. in Sydney, Australia. It's 11:40 a.m. in Hawaii, in Honolulu, Hawaii, right now. So it's still morning in Hawaii.
Your sunset is someone else's sunrise. There you go.
Silly Hawaiians.
There you go. Australia's a myth. Yes.
Australia is a myth.
Australia is definitely a myth.
Who needs Australia anyways?
I don't know what to do with his eyes. They're sculpted weird. They have like the
Were it not to be morning somewhere on Earth, the planet would have to be flat.
Hell, goes without saying.
careful. Baby J's a flat earther. Oh, I'm not. Except maybe. Except on Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Tuesdays he believes the
it's-
Earth is flat.
Yeah. Yep.
T. Schmidt says false. I have seen the Oz. Did you or did they just land you back on the East Coast? You never know. You never know. Just because they put that map on the back of the airplane seat that shows your airplane and the dotted line to where you're going, that could all be a lie.
Definitely could.
Could all be a lie. They could just be flying around in circles the whole time and land you in a neighborhood on the other side of Houston.
That looks and feels an awful lot like
Tuesday's
a
not
different
real,
place.
like Wisconsin. You expect me to believe a state entirely powered by cheese to be real? That is pushing it.
It's pretty cheesy.
Avian wanted to be a myth.
Well, huzzah, huzzah. I'll just throw back my legs and pollute
I mean,
my
people are trying to
creatures
convince
with
me that
delight.
birds are drones,
Birds are drones.
right?
Seacoff, thank you for the sub. Which Prime?
Tell me more about this whole bird drone thing.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't believe any of that nonsense. People are insane. Insane, I tell you.
I think birds are real because I'm terrified of them, and I've seen them.
Jen,
They're
not a big
very
fan
much
of
real.
birds.
Can you paint that manhole cover so it's more of a woman hole cover?
Whoa.
Whoa, now.
Holy
How about
cow.
person cover? Person hole cover.
It's a person hole cover. That just changes the whole meaning. Like, I don't feel like everything needs to be gendered like that. It's okay to just be a manhole cover.
Wisconsin is more fueled by beer. The cheese is the front. Avian, all that stuff sounds made up.
What's that?
He said Australia gives us Tim Tams, Violet Crumple, Cherry Ripe, and Vegemite.
Vegemite's
All
real,
sounds made up.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Or Tim Tams. Those exist.
Beer cheese. See, that's those Wisconsinites. They took the best of both worlds, made something even better. We can get Tim Tams here, though.
Can you?
Like, I feel like I can buy them at Safeway.
What is Tim Tams?
They're like cookies.
They're like cookies?
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, okay.
like shortbread cookies.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They are well loved. Snack. Dessert snack. In places of the world that are not here. Run a little bit of glazes here into the water. To kind of pull back some of that texture.
Vegemite goes well with Malort.
I don't think I want to see those two things in close vicinity. And God forbid try and eat any of it. No.
I want to go to Tasmania to see the devils down there. That'd be fun.
I have heard Malort, having tried it, I can attest that this is not too far off from the truth. I have heard Malort likened to a burning tire in taste.
Neat.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant and refreshing beverage.
I feel like Malort is one of those brands that it's like their advertising should just say, "Thank God for hipsters."
Browntown Games said bite off opposing corners and use them as a straw with your coffee or hot chocolate. That's a little trick I learned in the fake land of Oz. And then Trashorama immediately said, that's the Tim Tam Slam.
The Tim Tam Slam.
The Tim Tam
Tam
Slam.
Well, you bite off opposing corners.
You bite off the opposite corners and then put them into your drink and drink through it? I mean, because they are like a dunking cookie, right? Like a biscuit kind of thing.
Yeah. I didn't know they were hollow.
I didn't know they were hollow either.
Well, now I need to get some of these Tim Tams, get myself a thing of hot chocolate from Starbucks, and give it a go.
A
You
lot
know,
of brands should
Yeah,
thank God for
actually,
hipsters.
hot
sounds
chocolate's
so-
just kind of good without all the nonsense.
Yeah, hot chocolate
That's
doesn't need
true.
it. I'm gonna see if Safeway has Tim Tam. They do.
Safeway hot chocolate, or Safeway. Starbucks hot chocolate does sound quite delightful.
Yeah.
Avian, do we have a world market around here?
Yes.
I have. Oh, there
Yeah.
you go.
We do.
I have no idea, but they do.
But
Right
you
up
don't
on
need to go there
Camelback
because you can get them at
and 20th
Safeway.
Street.
We can get them at Safeway.
You can get them at the Safeway right down the street.
I have a new thing of Starbucks hot chocolate mix that I need to try. I bought it while I was at Costco the other day. I have not yet tried it, and it must be tried.
Hot chocolate through a Tim Tam is the grande lobotomy.
I am curious to see if it is better than those packets that you told me about that I've tried before.
We do also have Penzi's spices. Yep. Kimchi plus rice plus chocolate plus sardine sandwich drizzled in mayo.
Wait, what?
No.
No.
Sardine sandwich.
No.
I mean, a lot of those things.
I used to
are
really
great on
like
their own.
sardines. It might be one of those I have to go back to. Oh, which brings me
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
to a conversation that I forgot to have last week with you people.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
You people.
Two people indeed.
The conversation that entailed the fact that I was at a dinner that forced me to eat Brussels sprouts.
Oh, that's right. Yep. He had
What?
to eat Brussels sprouts. Well, he didn't have to. He's his own man. He chose to try them.
Wait, you chose to try them, or you had to eat them out of courtesy? Courtesy
I had to eat
demanded
them
it.
out of courtesy.
Well, you
Okay.
didn't eat all of them. You tasted them out
Yeah,
of
I
courtesy,
tasted them. Oh, yeah.
But you didn't eat them.
No. I mean, I ate one.
No.
Half of one. Half.
Yeah.
They cut them in half. I cut that in half. I ate that half. Because the chef... So it was a deal where there was a chef, like an actual, like, highfalutin chef.
Yep.
And it was his first time cooking for his boss,
Oh,
who
no.
is in the group that I'm in. So she is a catering chef, and it was her new lead chef.
Okay.
And he had been promoted to being lead chef.
Uh-huh.
I forget what term she called him. And it was his first time cooking for her. He had done some events already, obviously, but he had never presented a full menu that he had created on his own for her. And so she said, wow me. He goes, I have 8 other of my business partners in the room. No stress.
Yeah.
Wow me.
And this person picked Brussels sprouts?
Well, part of it, I mean, he made it was like a 4-course meal. It was like a 4-course meal. The first course was like some salad that was actually really good. It was like squid salad. It was like smoked squid.
Huh.
And it was really good. So it was
Okay.
calamari, right?
Yeah.
So it was the calamari rings and the squid, but it was really, really good the way he did it. It had good flavoring, whatever.
Was it fried?
No, it was just smoked.
Oh, interesting.
No fry at all. And then the second thing had Brussels sprouts. And it was like, I don't remember what it was.
It was Brussels sprouts.
It was Brussels sprouts. And I was like, yeah, I don't eat Brussels sprouts. And everybody's like, exactly what chat does.
Yeah. Oh, but you have to try them the way
You have
we
to try
make
them the way you'll love them the
You'll
way we
love
do
'em,
them.
I promise.
To a person in the room, everybody's like, oh, you just haven't had them cooked right. I'm like, okay, all right. I've been living with plebs my whole life. I definitely have never tasted a good Brussels sprout because those are not a thing. In the land of the living, we call that an oxymoron. And so he serves it, and I'm being all nice and everything. I said, he goes, you're going to eat those Brussels sprouts. And I said, nope, I'm not going to eat your Brussels sprouts. He goes, just try one. Do me a favor, just try one. And if you don't like it, I will give you more of the squid. Because I like the squid.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. And so I cut one in half, and it was like pan fried and had some stuff on it or whatever. And I took it on the fork and I chewed it up. And I looked at the table and I go, this is exactly what Brussels sprouts tasted like when I was 10, and my mom was telling me that they're good for you.
Yeah.
So I was like, nope. And so I got more squid because the Brussels sprouts were horrible.
There you
Uh,
go.
But the Brussels sprout thing was served with some duck thing. It was like duck that he had aged.
Oh, that's right. It was like
Dried
you said. It was like a
duck.
jerky
It was like
kind of.
jerky
Yeah,
almost,
Yeah.
like duck jerky, except it was still moist enough to chew.
Yeah.
It wasn't like dried out, super dry jerky.
Right.
But it was like duck jerky, but it wasn't as oily as duck normally is. So it was way fancier than I ever eat. Still not eating your Brussels sprouts.
No.
Not gonna happen.
I appreciate that.
So it doesn't matter whether they were grilled or roasted with buffalo sauce.
No.
It's still just
No.
not. Nope.
But
It did not sound like pate to me. No. Don't think it was pate. It sounded like jerky.
It's probably like a dehydrated duck
Yeah.
something.
he said he aged it for 24 hours, like dry
Yeah.
rub. I don't know.
Okay, okay. I take a little issue with this, Avian. Because I have said that I have also tried Brussels sprouts recently and didn't like them. And yet, that wasn't enough. So now, just because Jason says that he doesn't like it, now that's the key. We call those thank you bites at my house. Taste it and say thanks or no thanks and move on.
They're angry.
I don't believe it was foie gras. No, I think
Angry
it was
miniature
something completely
cabbages.
different. Because pate foie gras is a paste, like a dip or a
It's
spread.
not
It
good.
was not that.
And I was like, everything else you've made is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Stay away from the Brussels sprouts. Life will be much better for you. But of course, everybody else there liked them, so
Yeah.
I was overruled.
Well, not
That's
for
fine.
yourself.
I don't have to eat them.
Yeah.
It's just funny. My whole life has been spent with people telling me how great Brussels sprouts are.
Terrible.
You guys are all horrible. Horrible humans. Trying to force me to eat Brussels sprouts.
Nothing wrong with asparagus.
Asparagus is great.
Asparagus is delicious.
Makes your
Has
pee
nothing
smell
to do
funny.
with Brussels sprouts.
It does do that.
They're not even the same. Fireark said, I like cabbage. I hate Brussels sprouts.
Yep.
I like raw cabbage in like a salad,
Coleslaw.
but I don't like,
I don't like
cooked
sauerkraut.
cabbage.
I don't like sauerkraut.
Cooked
or
cabbage
anything.
starts smelling off.
Yeah, it smells really bad.
Smells like when vegetables rot.
Put Brussels sprouts on the auto mod banned word list.
That would be funny if somebody came in and was actually like talking about Brussels sprouts and it just was like denying them.
Yeah. Like, no, your chat is not accepted. Nope, you can keep that one, Chuck. I'll take the pumpkin bread recipe, and you can keep the Brussels sprout bread recipe. Shelby loves sauerkraut.
Blech.
Never been a sauerkraut
I
person.
don't like sauerkraut.
It's not horrible.
It is horrible, actually.
It is horrible, actually.
Actually, you're
Actually,
wrong.
It's pretty horrible.
It's bad.
No, I know a lot of people that love sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Hell, I know a lot of people that love freaking Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, lots of
It's
people
okay to love whatever you
Brussels
love.
sprouts. I feel like I was going to say I feel like more people love sauerkraut than, or more people love Brussels sprouts than sauerkraut, but Ghost Hunter just said sauerkraut is a fantastic hot dog topper. And I think that's one of those things you don't think about very often, is that people do put sauerkraut on like brats and hot dogs and
Well,
things
there's
like
that
that.
whole sandwich that has sauerkraut on it, right?
Oh, I don't know.
It's oh, what is it? Shoot.
Oh, a Reuben.
Reuben.
Yeah. Like rye bread, sauerkraut,
Or beef.
corned beef.
Yeah, my whole life I've been like, I'll take the corned beef and Swiss.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep the
Mustard.
sauerkraut. I just want corned beef, Swiss, on a
Mustard.
hard roll with some mustard.
Yeah. Don't eat your employees? Oh, I don't think that was ever suggested, was it?
Why are we eating employees over here?
Hey, what?
We avoid cannibalism around here.
Yeah, we are not advocates for cannibalism.
I don't like how shaky it makes me. It does. It makes you shaky. Long pork.
I need to stay over here.
Long pork gets you a little shaky.
Here. Baby J is now concerned.
Oh, Reuben, I gotcha. Don't eat your employees because Reuben, because we have a Reuben here.
Oh, we do have a Reuben.
It's spelled differently, I think. I think the sandwich is the REU.
Violet Kraken Gaming, thank you for the raid.
Thank you for the raid.
What is going on?
Hello. Welcome. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Hope your day is going well.
I've got 2 lines of wet in my pants.
Hello, Raiders. Welcome to Monument Hobbies live stream.
What is the second kind of wet?
Well, there's many types of wet that we could be talking about here. To which are you referring?
The sub alert or the raid alert.
Well,
Two kinds.
Yeah.
Sweat, hopefully.
Well, moist face story.
One comes from the front, one comes from the back.
Oh.
That was Avian right there. That was not me. The Dork Depot, yes, we will be well, I say we. It does not include me. But we have a team there at a booth, and yep, you can go and buy whatever
Well,
they have in
huzzah,
stock. We'll have
huzzah. I'll
all the
just
paint.
throw back my legs and pollute my britches with delight.
We'll have brushes and brush goop. We'll have some miniatures, tools, kinds of good stuff.
We like all kinds
So
of
be
good
sure
stuff.
to save some time to stop by the
Hey,
booth.
somebody
Jordan will be
likes
there,
us.
along with Gabe, Philip, and Shelby.
Never realized how early we're driving out for that
Mo, thank you for the sub.
until today when I was told. We're getting up at the unfortunate parts of dawn.
It'll be a stretch for you.
That's not too bad.
What time are you guys leaving?
6:30.
That's not.
Huh?
That's not that bad.
No. A little earlier than I would have expected.
It's
but
you lose an hour too, so you'll get there an hour earlier.
Yeah, the goal is always to get there somewhere in the 11 a.m. kind of range. So that you got time to get a
Monument
lunch.
Schlebby said, "I'm gonna annoy you the whole way, Jordan."
Me?
Yep.
You have no idea how annoying I can be. So you best watch out, Schlebby.
Gauntlet thrown
Yeah.
is what I just heard.
Natalie Drake, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, that's a challenge accepted from me, Schlebby.
So we've got a couple carloads, I think, right? Because Gabe and Philip are driving the van,
Yeah, Gabe and Philip are driving the van, and then me
Kyle, Jordan, Schlebby,
and one of Kyle's friends.
and Kyle's friends. Okay.
Yeah, because Kyle is going with some people just to go.
Yeah.
And then they had extra spot in their vehicle, so we're gonna sit in a car with them.
Just gonna sing 1,000 bottles of beer.
I'm gonna sing 1,000 bottles of Schlebby's beer that you can't drink.
Gabe and Phil in the same car sounds like trouble. They made it all the way to where
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. Thank you. Like, where was that one place that they went? And back. Just the two of them. They're a good team. Good road trip team.
They like each other okay.
Yeah.
They like each other okay. We'll see how it turns out.
1,000 should be 1,000 bottles of paint that you sing.
It works for me.
1,000 bottles of Pro Acryl.
Whatever will annoy Schlebby the most, I'm in.
Or Menomina.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Menomina.
I have to just make sure that I don't get kicked out by
Menomina.
Kyle.
Da-da-da-da-da. Banana, 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 banana.
Yeah, don't make Kyle. I mean, Kyle, you know, seems like he would be don't make me turn this car around kind of guy.
Yes.
Or
He
he
is a
would
dad.
join in.
Or he would join it. Yeah.
I think it's more likely that he would join in and try and annoy the both of us. That's the kind of guy that our dear Kyle is prone to be.
Got any grapes?
Got any
Is that for a
grapes?
road trip? I don't understand the question. I don't know. I tried to sing that in my head, Dork Depot. It didn't flow quite as well. The duck song? Duck song sounds like something that I am happy I don't know. Violet Kraken Gaming must have children. I don't know. I don't know these songs.
I keep on thinking that the compressor is still on because of that compressor that's out back now.
Yeah.
And it wigs me out all the time. I'll be like in my office, I'm like, did I forget to turn the compressor off? And I'm like, wait a second.
A little
I
too
wouldn't hear
far
from here.
to hear.
We got the emergency one set up since our debacle with the new paint filling machine is ongoing.
Browntown just heard about the duck song today when picking up his kid from preschool. That's why I don't know this song. And also why I'm glad I don't know this song.
Color on this guy. Trying to rough out all the bits and bobs. I think the inside manhole.
Waddle waddle.
Waddle waddle.
The duck song. He said waddle waddle.
Shelby's currently singing it while checking brushes and drinking lemonade.
Schlubby, is it the lemonade? Or is it just lemonade?
What's the lemonade?
The Arizona's best lemon, whatever the heck you turned me on to a while ago. Like a local lemonade place.
Oh, it is the lemonade.
It is the lemonade. What kind, Schlubby? What flavor of lemonade are you enjoying?
Lemon lemonade?
Well, they have like 5 or 6 different flavors. They have
Oh.
like huckleberry. They do. Gabe bought me a new flavor, huckleberry. Huckleberry's good. I don't think it's as good as the was it the kiwi lemonade. That one was really good. They have tons at Fry's. Yeah, I can find it at AJ's is where I usually find it. They carry it all over the place around here. But not at the grocery stores that I frequent. Because apparently I don't go to cool enough grocery stores. So, what the heck?
Sounds like a personal problem.
You guys go to the same grocery store that I do.
Who does?
You do.
Well,
Not trying to buy any kind of fancy lemonade.
You guys usually go to the Safeway down here, don't you?
yeah, we're not really fancy people, Jordan.
Neither am I. Well, maybe a little bit sometimes.
You try to be all bougie.
I can be a little bougie sometimes.
Gabe definitely tries to be all bougie.
Gabe is 100%. I'm bougie about some things. And other times, I could not care less.
Gabe
I
said,
don't try.
I succeed.
Oh, Gabe. You know what, Gabe? Never change. Don't grow up. Don't pass go. Do collect $200. Probably
Not
in your
for
best
me.
interest. Not from me. Thank you for the follow. It was seen. Your follow was in fact seen.
I'm guessing it was Sean.
Oh,
but
I liked my joke.
we,
though.
so my cousin's name is Sean, spelled that way.
Somebody
But
likes
we
us.
have there's a local news guy
Scene.
that it pronounces it scene.
Yep.
Maybe, you know what? What if it was seen?
His
Whoa,
parents-
that was a total.
This Sean says it was a
Dang
second
it.
one.
Also, that second time that I just said it was seen was totally an accident. Turns out it wasn't seen. it was Sean. Hi, Sean. How's it going?
Yes, Sean.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That was
We
my mistake.
we seriously though have a guy on the news here named Sean McLaughlin, and I believe he has a twin brother whose name is Sean, spelled SHAWN or UN, one of those two. Yeah, I'm not lying. 100% true.
Gotta love
Google
Arizona,
him.
folks. Ugh. I think we're doing pretty good. I can speak for myself only, though. I'm doing quite well.
I'm doing fine.
No comment.
No comment.
Your
I'm
coffee's doing
hungry.
a lot better. You're hungry?
Did you
Yeah.
eat lunch?
No, I mean I had the cup of noodles. That
Oh, that's
wasn't
right.
that wasn't the right thing to do.
I went and got lunch, but I didn't offer to get you any because I know what your answer would have been.
What'd you get?
Chipotle.
Didn't ask me.
I ask you all the time. How many times have I offered and you said yes?
I actually found something that I eat.
I'll
there.
ask you next time.
You found something that you eat there?
Yeah, that queso.
You like the queso there?
It's okay.
Oh, I never liked the queso there.
Like if Jen's gonna go to Chipotle, it now gives me something that I know I
somebody
can
likes
be
this.
like okay with.
The place whose queso I like better is generally Udoba. I like their queso. I like a lot better.
Face Story, thank you for the follow. Gabe wants to know if you need a snack.
Do you require some snackage?
We don't have anything here that I care for, Gabe, but thank you.
It was Sean said, no worries on my name. It happens all the time. I'm just glad to be seen.
Oh, I see what you did there, Sean. Kudos. That's a good one.
Jason's still lamenting his Sprout experience.
That was horrible.
I can bring you goldfish. One singular goldfish.
One goldfish.
You know what, Philip? Yeah, one singular goldfish. I'm sure Jason would appreciate it.
Don't test me.
I had mac and cheese for lunch.
But you had it the right way.
I made it correctly today. I did not mess it up.
Mm-hmm. Improved.
Yeah. More of what I had expected.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was necessarily good, but it was what I was hoping it would be.
Yeah. I mean, it is,
It's Kraft mac and cheese.
it is Kraft mac and cheese out of a little container.
So we have these like cook in the container mac and cheese, like single serving mac and cheeses.
Yep.
And last week I had one and I read the instruction. The first instruction was take off the top and remove the cheese packet. And I did that. And then it said fill with water to the fill line. And I did that. And then for some reason I stopped reading there and thought I was supposed to put the cheese in right away. So I put the cheese in, the water in, put it in the microwave, and it didn't work well. It made it like kind of,
Gross.
I mean, it wasn't inedible, but it was not
it was like
right.
congealed and
Yeah,
gross
it was
and-
like kind of gummy and gross. Because what I didn't notice is that you weren't supposed to dump the cheese sauce or the cheese packet in until after you cook it.
Yep, that is
So I
the
did that
last
today
step.
and it was better. It was Sean has a technical question. What cameras and lenses are you using and how do you keep minis in frame so well? Well, so well is
Relative.
they do a
Hey, now,
decent
We do
job.
our best.
We're professionals.
We are professionals. It can't be done better than we do it because we're professionals.
We use all Blackmagic cinema cameras for the cameras on the models.
Yeah, see? They're right out of frame. The day I fast for this workout is food day on the stream. Well, pretty much any day could potentially turn into food day, Chuck.
Sometimes not the right time. Like right now, I'm really hungry.
Yeah. Gonna have your leftover steak.
Maybe.
Are they macro lenses or just some tight focal length?
They are not macro lenses. They are parfocals, though. So they are the cameras are roughly probably 4 feet away up here. So they have zoom lenses that are parfocals, so that we can fit larger objects in frame.
Somebody likes
right?
us.
Because we've got to be able to do whatever model we're painting, and it keeps a nice focal length so that we have a good size bubble that is about 2 to 3 inches off the table to about 10 inches off the table, stays in focus. We have to start getting like this before you start getting all fuzzy out, or lay it down on the table itself.
We can zoom pretty far in and out.
Yeah. So the money is all in the lens, really.
Crafty Artie, thank you for the follow. Gabe said it sounds like we need a company chef and kitchen. Where did we get this? I didn't get this.
So, little known fact about Gabe. Gabe will spend
Who
all
wants
the
to
money.
spend our money?
Gabe's like, we had a good year.
It was Sean as
Let's
a
buy a boat.
photographer.
Think about all of the things that we could do with a boat.
He is kind of like
Installed a
Julie
pool
the-
on the roof this weekend. Crafty Artie, you're new. Are you new to the hobby? New to Twitch? New to Earth?
New to Earth.
I don't know. Just said I'm new.
Crafty Artie is in
New to
fact
Twitch.
an alien.
Well, welcome. Glad you found us. A boat in Phoenix is a brilliant idea. Is it?
Probably not.
Oh. We have lakes. There are boats here. They're just not close.
They're just not close.
I mean, Tempe Town Lake is
Technically,
close. You can boat there. But the other ones are a little farther away.
Oh, not really
When
the
is
same.
someone no longer new exactly? Well, ask Phil.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Ask Phil. You're always new.
I am new forever. So that old cat is also known as New Guy Phillip.
And he's the new guy.
And he works here and has worked here for almost 3 years. And he's still new. Even though there are people who've been hired more recently than Phil,
Lots.
still new.
Yeah, lots. Very, very many of them.
There have been people who've come and gone.
Yeah. There have been people who have not survived New Guy Phil.
Lake Havasu does have a lot of boats. It's not close, though. Who's your favorite new guy, and why is it Phil? Because it just flows. New Guy Phil. It just goes.
Ghost Hunter, this is not in fact a Seraphon. This is in fact a lizard from Marvel Crisis Protocol.
It's a lizard man wearing a doctor's coat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He was in fact a doctor prior to becoming a lizard man. Dr. Lizard.
Is his name Kurt? Is his name Kurt?
I think so. I only vaguely remember anything about this guy.
It's not Iceman?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Clarkatron, you are 100% correct. This is in fact Iceman.
Kurt Connors.
Connors. Yeah,
Kurt
I couldn't remember the
Collins.
last name.
Connors or Collins? We're not sure.
I think it's
Kurt
Connors. Dr. Connors.
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 There it is.
Dr. Connors. Doing some not so good doctory things.
Ghost Hunter said, I only speak GW models.
Only
there you go.
speaking GW models.
Heck of a career change. Well, and then for those of you who are new, we make the paint that you see Jordan and Jason using on stream right now. It's called Pro Acryl. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe not. either way, if you're in the market for paint, we would love for you to check us out.
We make some pretty cool stuff.
That we do.
It's not even just limited to paint.
Don't
either.
listen to anyone who has paint liquor in their name. They cannot be trusted.
That's probably true.
Also true.
It was Sean Loves Pro Curl. That's how I found the stream. I'm on the Discord as a lurker. It's okay.
Lurking is fine.
But on the Discord, you can, if you ever have questions, always ask. Since we're talking about Discord, there's the link for that.
Mixing a little bit of heavy warm white into this neutral room.
I'm painting with all the grays.
You are painting with all the grays. I'm also about to paint with a bunch of grays.
It was Sean said, my question is, how do I paint at Golden Demon level? Yeah, that Fuker, I was just going to say that too. Practice.
Watch this show
Put
5
lots
days
of
a
paint
week.
on models until you feel like you love it. I don't know. I'm not a Golden Demon level painter, so.
She says that. She would win one if she entered one, though.
No.
Yes, you would. Guaranteed.
No.
This woman has the best blends by hand I've ever seen.
JBJ showed that white blue. I love that color. It is a good one.
It is a great color.
Well, thank you, Shelby. Jason always hypes me up for sure. But I don't think I'm award winning by any means, and that's okay. I don't need to be. I don't paint enough. Usually said, I'm really glad at this moment that I didn't go with the Twitch handle of XX Paint Snorter ROFLXX.
Paint snorter. What on earth is happening here?
Yeah, don't like that's a whole new thing that we don't want to have to worry about.
Yeah. Let's stick to the whole don't eat the paint thing.
We like Jade a lot too. She's a good one. Oh, Sean, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub.
Well, thank
Awesome.
you.
Appreciate it.
I hope
Glad you found us.
enjoy the show. And continue to enjoy the show. We're just a bunch of nerds here
Well,
who apparently can't read Sean
throw back my
properly
legs
and
Wop,
say
wop,
my
wop.
breeches with delight.
Oh, maybe that's just me.
We like Jade enough that we named 3 paints after her.
Now we need like 10 different paints that are named after Jade.
What?
Dark neutral Jade. Dark neutral Jade. Off color blue neutral Jade.
Well, huzzah, huzzah! I'll just throw back my legs
Huzzah,
and pollute my
huzzah.
breeches with
Thank you,
delight.
Punisher.
Right now, with this highlight color, I'm just trying to build up the volumes of the brightness because it's supposed to be a white doctor's coat. So I'm just building it up with brighter colors until it starts to feel like white.
Different moods of jade: dark jade, bright jade, casual jade, night on the town jade,
Night on the town, Jade.
Yep.
furious red jade.
Furious red. I like Furious Red Jade. I'm into it.
That was from Chuck.
Careful.
Oh, maybe not.
Jade's suggestion is casually evil jade.
Oh no. We don't need a casually evil Jade.
Now I want jade red chicken.
Jade Red Chicken.
Oh.
Oh, they're closed
Oh,
today.
is this from
Chino Bandito.
Chino Bandito?
You will not like furious jade.
Casually evil Jade. All right, we're getting closer towards black coat.
Yeah, looks good. You weren't kidding. Doesn't take a whole lot to get it to that point once you start working in on it. Red's looking good.
Very simple model.
I love that one so much.
You will not like Furious Jade.
Ham bone soup. What?
Mmm,
Sounds horrible.
that sounds good.
What?
Like a split pea soup.
Oh god, split pea soup sounds so good. Oh, I love
So
Why don't we
good.
talk about good food while I'm hungry?
Sorry. Hey, Brussels sprouts.
I'm gonna kill all of you. If the screen goes black and there's lots of screaming chat, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
He already talked about eating me earlier. Or eating people in general.
Ramen. Mm.
Alright, I will stop saying anything food related.
We gotta set the or send the LVO crew to the ramen place. Just want ramen. It's so good. I don't know what I did to make that happen. It was an accident. I couldn't recreate it.
What else are you gonna do? The cloak, or are you just kind of keeping it that spot?
I don't know. I gotta figure out what's going on with the belt and the pants.
More black.
Ah, boy, it's just really boring,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, he doesn't have a super duper fancy design.
Gonna have to go to our friend Google. Our friend Google. And we're going to have to go Marvel United Red Skull. Oh, see, everybody did him in like freaking camo green
Mm.
so they could do the black.
Cheaters.
And I did the black coat because he's a Nazi.
He is a Nazi.
Okay, here's. Oh wow, look at this.
Yeah, that one's.
This one even gave him an armband. I don't think he has an armband.
I was
does
gonna say, I don't think he has one, does he?
he? I could see how you could put one on there though. So
Oh, or the
maybe?
folds kind of like built in such a way that it could work.
The green's interesting, but not really my
Not my favorite.
favorite.
It really is not my favorite.
But the card for him, it looks like it was in the green as well.
Yeah.
Done in like that German gray. It was kind of a greenish gray. Field gray. Field grau. That would have been nice if I'd have looked at that, because I could have done that and then had the leather be more of a brownish. You know?
You could always repaint it.
Hey, I don't want to hear that from you. I'm not trying to hear that out of you.
Look, hey, look, we're just trying to normalize it here. It's fine. Everything was.
Dork Depot, a few years ago at LVO, we were recommended a ramen place. This was back when it was at Bally's, when LVO was still at Bally's. And someone was like, hey, there's a really great ramen place. It's in the area right outside Bally's where all the food is. And it's amazing. We went twice that year.
It really is good.
It was so good. We went twice that year, and we've gone every year since. But it's called Ramen Ya.
Was it the first year that we met that we went to that all-you-can-eat sushi place off the strip?
Yes.
With Adam?
Yes.
I think it was you, me, Jen.
I did not go.
Jen did not go because it was sushi. It was
Yeah.
just me
Oh, okay.
Yep.
from Monument. Hungerford was there.
Yep.
Dallas.
That's the spot, Dorothy. It's so good. They have a fried chicken ramen. It's so good. So, Gabe, if you're listening, Ramen Ya. You guys need to go there. Phil.
Yes. It's black on black. Black on black it is.
You could do green belt and green pants.
No. I could do kind of a greenish hue to the black on the coat.
As Sean O'John said,
Yeah,
do
do
you
some
think you could if you
glazes.
wanted filter green over what you have?
Yeah, I was going to say I could filter a little bit of green over what I have and then a black wash might be kind of interesting. And then the black leather belts would look good. The problem is the miniature just doesn't have a whole lot going on. So I could keep it all black, but then I feel like that's not super interesting. So let's do that. Let's do a little bit of green on it. I'm going to grab some camo green. Boom.
And yeah, professional paint liquor. If your
We'll make
fiance
a
only
glaze.
likes creamy and comfort soups, the tonkatsu, like Clark Chan said, it's not necessarily creamy, but it's a little creamy. It's not just a straight broth either. So it's a teeny little bit creamy, but they're just so rich and hearty, and they make you feel really good.
Tonkatsu is good. It's my favorite. Oh man, that's where I should have gone while I was in Seattle. Missed opportunities.
Doesn't have a lot going on is Game Delay's new autobiography title. Lumberjack Tim, they were talking about sauerkraut. Yep.
It was Sean, mostly with water, but right now I'm going and thinning with our glaze wash medium because I know I want to make just a consistent color glaze. So I loaded up probably 6 or 7 to 1 medium to paint, and then a spritz of water. Highly scientific measuring process here.
It is 3:30 already.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Time's flying.
JP Gray building display cases today. Can't do them alone, so I hired Liz and a friend. And they left to get food, and now I'm alone. But they'll bring you food, right?
I want somebody to bring me food.
I can go grab you a whole bunch of goldfish.
That doesn't sound good to me, though, which is a shame because I like goldfish a lot.
And some Cheez-Its.
Got some beef jerky?
No, nothing sounds good.
Cashews.
Nothing really sounds good. I don't know why.
I've been there.
I want, like, breakfast again.
Oh.
There is that, whatchamacallit, the Chevron up here that does the breakfast burritos. I don't know if they still do that.
You guys are such crazy people.
But hey, look, I've never had it before. Gabe's the one who loves it. I'm just spitballing ideas over here. That being said, I have never had bad experiences ordering breakfast burritos from Mexican restaurants. Or I have had problems with chevrons before. But I have to admit, I will tell you that gas stations down here are very different than gas stations in Seattle. Gas stations in Seattle, you're probably going to get sick. Gas stations here, much nicer. Much less chance of getting sick.
Oh. Whatever.
There is a significant difference. I
Yeah.
have to tell you that it
I
is a...
I don't get a lot of food at gas stations.
I
so
don't-
QT hot dogs, baby.
Man, Jacob will tell you some stuff about some QT hot dogs. He loves a midnight run to QT.
I
for some
love
hot dogs.
QT hot dogs. That actually sounds really good.
QT hot dogs sound really good.
I had them Friday. But I
don't
do
have
have
Wawa.
leftover steak at home. Jen and I went out to a nice steak dinner on Saturday. That works perfect.
We don't have Wawa. No.
No,
We
but
have
we have
QT.
QT.
We do not have Wawa. That's an East Coast thing.
I'm happy with QT though.
Wawa is great for sandwiches.
Are they like really good with the sandwiches?
Yeah.
QT, anything on the rollers. Gas stations in Louisiana can get you a full hot meal, freshly cooked. Most of it's po' boys, burgers, Bowden, etc. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is
We're in
either.
Phoenix. Sean. Northern
Sean.
Illinois.
I am previously from Washington. I moved here last year.
Spicy chicken
Glaze
taquitos.
is looking nice on that.
Yeah. Good choice.
QT roller taquitos got me through college.
Yeah, I can
Mine was-
imagine how that would work.
Taco Bell bean burritos.
I had Taco Bell yesterday. It was not great.
Jen had a Taco Bell in her dorm.
Had Taco Bell in my dorm.
In your dorm?
Yeah.
In the
Like
like,
a like
in the
Taco
cafeteria.
Bell.
It's a Taco Bell Express. So it was just a little, a little small station in the cafeteria, like where you would go get your meal plan type thing. But it was a little satellite Taco Bell.
I bet that place was busy as heck.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it closed at like 10 o'clock at night. So wasn't always ideal, but I ate Taco Bell multiple times a week when I was in college.
Yep. When it's convenient, it's convenient.
Yeah. And it was good. I still like Taco Bell.
I don't dislike Taco Bell most of the time. That yesterday just didn't sit well with me.
Sean, you're jealous of our weather now. You're probably not jealous of it in July,
Yeah.
which is fine. The subway in your barracks in Spain.
Your barracks in Spain? I can believe Subway. I feel like I've seen Subway in a lot of weird places that I wouldn't have expected
Yeah.
a Subway to be.
I mean, Lumberjack Tim, I'm glad that it was fun while it lasted. But I think we all saw this coming.
What's that?
He had a marathon date, so it was a day you were gone, and he was saying that we should see a movie, which I've already forgotten the title of, but it's the one with Emma Stone and Mark Ruffalo and a bunch of other people. And
Oh, it's a new one.
yeah, it's new. It's in the theaters right now.
Yeah.
And so he was talking about how he saw that with a date and it went well, and they Four Things, thank you. And it was and then they spent time together multiple days, and at one point he said, I just kind of want to take it slow or whatever, and she invited herself over, took that as an invite. So but he's saying that the marathon date was fun until it wasn't, which I believe are the words that I said exactly. She wants so much more than me. Now I'm trying to run.
Wild.
And
There you go,
am,
black
I
to
am an I
green.
told you so kind of person. So
Instantaneous chameleon color change, just a little bit glaze wash medium,
oh yeah, that looks so
and
good.
the best paints ever.
And the best paints ever.
That looks really
It's
good.
funny when you take the best medium on the planet, you mix it with the best paints on the planet, and you can do amazing things, like instantaneously. Just mix yourself up some glaze. Boom.
With a different one, Tim, or you're going back for more for the same one?
God, I would be surprised if we went back for more at this point. Glutton for punishment.
If you are, as long as you are upfront and honest about it from the very beginning, make clear your situation. This is what I've recently been through. This is what I'm into right now. If you are firm in that, and she still decides that she wants to try and push you for more, then that's kind of on her. We do have black green paint.
Yeah.
Liz did that. I said I never wanted to date again, and 11 years later.
This is not black. I could have painted it. Had I known green initially was my color, I could have done that for sure. But this, is basically just underpainting, right? Doing my values in blacks and grays and blues, and then doing the green over the top. Actually works very, very well. It just wasn't something I knew that Red Skull was supposed to have a green coat. I would have never guessed that on my own. I am missing black brown.
Good, Tim. That's all you can do. Just be honest.
It's probably. Is it middle where your brushes are, where the ferrule of your brushes are?
Oh, yes, it is right there. Actually,
Look at that.
look at you, staring right at it.
I got some eyeballs in my head.
The only streamer you get painting lessons, relationship advice, and cookie recipes, all in one convenient spot.
I mean,
hey, we
hey.
aim to please.
We do. Eldar Thad said, speaking of the best glaze and wash medium, I was wondering if you mix it up with the intent to airbrush it, do you need to add thinner to the mix, or should the medium be thin enough?
The medium is actually fairly thick, so when I do mix like that, you saw me put a little bit of water in it. Just always add a little bit of water, and kind of add to taste, so to speak. I don't put a whole lot of water in it, because the more you add, the more it becomes the wash side of wash glaze. So just be careful. But a little bit of water to get it flowing better is great. So you don't have to put any flow improver or any other mediums in it, though. You can just stick with water.
Did you say add to taste?
Yeah.
I gotta stop doing that. The people listen, and they think you're serious. And T. Schmidt, that is an excellent point. It sounds like Liz listened and made sure you didn't have to date anymore. So smart. She moved in and started calling it our money, our 13 dogs. I mean, if you
I
got
think it's
a
actually
girl,
her money and her 13 dogs.
yeah, if you got a girl that's letting you have 13 dogs, you keep her.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
If you want 13 dogs. Now, if you've got a girl who wants 13 dogs and you don't, then you might want to let her
It's the opposite.
go. I don't think you missed a cookie recipe. These are the old cookies from before Christmas game delay, which I still have not had time to make. But I have the ingredients. Someday.
What about the fancy bread?
I have the ingredients for that as well, but I have not had time to make it. There's new cookies?
Oh, dang.
Oh my gosh. Kyle's daughter is a Girl Scout. We have a Girl Scout cookie hookup.
By hookup, you mean we can get some.
Yeah.
I think there's a hookup at Safeway, too.
Yeah,
It's
but
way better when you can support
the one that you know.
the one that you know, yeah.
Ooh, that sounds good. Raspberry infused shortbread cookies. I like shortbread. JP, I'm glad to hear that. Have you told her? Said, I will keep her. I would be so lost on my own. Very lucky that Chuck supports your insane fabric addiction.
Fabric addiction?
Jade likes to sew. She makes these amazing, like Renaissance.
Yep.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I not know this?
I don't know. You might have been on vacation.
Ooh. That's awesome.
She sent me pictures and everything. Shelby really wants one. Nope, I'll never tell her. Can't let her know how valuable she is. Need to let her know how valuable she is.
Well, I guess the paint's going there.
I guess the paint's going there.
It dripped out like while I was looking for where I put the last color. And I was gonna mix them together. That didn't work so well. I don't remember where I put the last color. My freaking palette is a disaster.
Jade has a closet and 2 floor-to-ceiling cabinets full of fabric. And yeah, that's about what we have for models around here. Quantity. There's an even better bread heading to Adepticon. What? I'm not even going to Adepticon. I'm gonna miss it, and they won't save it for me.
It's kind of hard to save it when you're traveling like that. We get
It's
it in the
not
middle
that
of the
hard.
show. The
It's
show's
not-
really
I'm
long.
sure that it will be packed. You saw how they packed those cookies when they sent them before. They will be well packed. You guys are just gonna steal it. You're not gonna
Depends on
save
how
any
good they
for
are.
me.
If they're awesome, I'll make sure to save some for Jen.
Believe that when I see it.
Wow.
I'm hungry.
Jen, ye of little faith. Over
I
here.
mean,
Come on now.
I didn't get any empanadas.
They
He's right.
don't mail them.
Well, if you cared, you'd figure it out.
Oh my god.
He did say he was going to bat for us to find out how to make empanadas a thing, and that didn't happen.
Shelby said 100% will probably steal. Yes, I know.
Oh gosh.
I think most of them know that if donuts are ever brought in, that there are certain types of donuts.
Boston cream.
Boston cream.
Don't touch the Boston cream donuts.
Or a pink frosted sprinkle.
Sorry, that was very loud. Not intended.
But when there's new stuff that's delicious, I feel like they would just not even tell me about it. Solitaire getting fluorescent and transparents tomorrow.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh. Very, very good sets.
How do transparents work?
They are.
You'll find out tomorrow.
You'll find out tomorrow. They're basically completely transparent pigmented paints. They're not like inks in the same way that people use inks, because inks are very, 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 very liquidy.
Similar effect, like
Similar effect.
similar results, but
you'll
not.
use them in some similar ways. But the transparent paints are so much more versatile.
Yeah.
They do all the things that you would want an ink to do, but they will also do a ton of other things too. Inks are, you can kind of mix them into other colors to get some color filtering, but they tend to water down your paints too much. One of the fantastic things, like I mentioned, is our transparents are just as thick as any of our other paints are. So you can mix them. They're super, 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 super saturated. So a little bit goes a long way as far as doing a little bit of color adjusting to your mixes. They filter absolutely beautifully. They mix wonderfully with our glaze and wash medium. I will often use them to do kind of what Jason was doing earlier, where you filter a color on top of something you've already painted, just to subtly adjust the hue to something else. And you just mix some glaze and wash medium plus your desired colors of transparents to get whatever hue you want to do the filtering. You can also mix them up with the glaze and wash medium as well in a kind of a slightly heavier mixture for use as like a contrast equivalent or a speed paint equivalent. We don't like making those types of paints separately because we don't feel like you guys need to buy extra paints that you already have. So we have the glaze and wash medium, we have the transparency, we have those things that allow you to make all of those kinds of special effect paints without having to buy a separate line of those paints that only work for that particular use.
Jade, have a good night.
Bye, Jade. So we really want every single thing that you buy from us from a paint perspective to be as versatile as possible.
Green T Schmidt is saying watch out for the green, blue, and purple because they're transparent but super pigmented. Yes, transparent.
Yeah, the purple one in particular is real heavily pigmented.
It was Sean asking about
Is
Noosh.
green the worst?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're pure pigmented paints. So the green is phthalo green, transparent blue is phthalo blue. And if you know anything about those two pigments, they are amongst the most saturated, over the top, just natural raw pigments you're gonna find. So they do a number for you.
It was Sean is asking what is the deal with Noosh.
Noosh is a new form of weathering medium that we created to be a replacement for or a different style of using subtractive weathering, which is basically a type of weathering where you apply a mixture of paint onto a miniature and then you remove excess material from the top of your model, and it will leave either a discoloration or paint into the recesses, similar to an oil paint, Sean, in a lot of ways. And you basically remove it. The nice thing is it doesn't require any sort of solvents to remove any of the paint. It is fully acrylic, and as such is also non-toxic. It's really easy to use. It's clear. It's a clear base medium, so you can mix it into whatever colors that you want. So just like our glaze and wash medium, it's super versatile, and you can use it in whatever way that you can think of.
What's the little tagline on the bottle? Is it's not really an oil wash, or I can't
believe it's not oil wash.
Can't believe it's not oil wash. Yeah. Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things. Let's see here. I have a couple of examples.
It is out of stock at the moment, but it's already available. It happens to be out of stock on our website right now. We will have it again. But if you look at hold on. Okay. Link in here for you. Our store locator will show you stores all around the world that you can buy from, potentially.
So here's a couple of good examples of things that you can do with it. These are some very basic examples of kind of how you can apply it. And then I have one example over here of something that's a little bit more nuanced application for it. And then
Ghost Hunter has 2 bottles, so make him an offer, maybe. I don't know.
So you can take something like this. If you want to do a very super simple application, you take this. This is just sprayed with blue or sky blue. Or is it? No, this is turquoise.
Turquoise.
And then you can make a mixture of Noosh over the top, and you can just wipe away the excess, and it gives you this kind of grungy, dirty mech look, which is super quick, super easy if you want to do just like 1,000 models in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
This is the way you can do that. But you can also use it in more specific and applied ways by adding little areas of rusting and discoloration to armor paneling. So all the weathering on this model was done with Noosh. I did 2 different applications. We have this kind of like dusty, kind of ochre color here, and then we have the kind of rustiness from that burnt orange I think I used, mixed with Noosh in that crevice there. And then even beyond that, you can go super specific with it and On this model, all of this slight orange discoloration that we have here, I use Noosh for. And there's some in the kind of in the crevices down in here. There's some in the gorget here. So you can be really, really, really subtle with it like this, or you can be a little bit more heavy-handed here, or you can use it as a very, very fast and quick way to apply a ton of detail to your models really quickly.
Yeah, B Proxy, it's Ghost Hunter's got it, NEWSH. It's a new wash.
New wash.
We just made up the name because it's a product that has never existed. At least not that we know of. Brand new for us, and been very well received so far.
Yeah.
We have a hard time keeping it in stock. Everybody keeps buying it all.
Yeah, as you can
Yeah,
see,
just new shit.
it has fast become the quickest selling product we've ever released.
Yeah, Sean, that's what we're here for. Anytime you have a question, need to see something in action, that's what we do. Both of them will have a project that they're working on, but they can always stop and grab something different to demonstrate, a technique or show you what a color looks like or anything like that. Yes, and the question was, does it dry matte? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the finish.
It's a little more satiny. It isn't as matte as our normal paints for Noosh. So you may want to do a little bit of glaze wash medium over the top of it to matte it down further. But it's not super shiny like an oil wash.
Yeah, an oil wash is super duper shiny.
Ghost Hunter might have bullied my store into being sold out of Noosh. Well,
I remember the local store. I was there the Friday it got released, and I remember
they sold it all right away, right?
yeah. Kyle brought it over from headquarters because he was also hanging out playing games that night, and I had already convinced 2 people to pick up a bottle because I had thought they had already gotten their order already. And I was surprised, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Kyle's bringing some." And we're like, "Okay, well, we got 2 people here who want to pick it up." And by less than half an hour after he got it to the store, it was all gone. So people were really excited about it.
Boneyard, hello. Are we coming out with one new color of paint next month? I don't think we have anything new next month.
No.
March.
Next month is the new go bag stuff.
Yeah, well, not a new paint though. Next month.
And then in March we have 16 colors.
Oh god, so many colors. I thought I turned that darn thing off.
Me too.
What the heck? Is that a ghost?
You didn't.
This is the first time it's come on since.
No, I heard it just a minute ago and was
Oh,
going
did
to
you?
ask him.
But I flipped the switch on it.
No, just 16, Phil. There's one that'll be 4.
I guess it just flipped all the way. That's weird. Some ghost here. Or maybe just me not having flipped it all the way over.
No. That Phil, that I think just was decided, maybe over the weekend,
What's that?
that it would only be 16, not 18.
Yeah, I just decided over
Yeah.
the weekend.
Well, but Ghost Hunter, that would make 18, and we only are going to have 16. One of the artists writes really tiny, like has a really small signature. Need a microscope or a magnifying glass. Oh. 3:57. I'm gonna go run out and do the doors and say goodbye. Be back.
Roger Dodger.
Is that 10 degrees? 10 Tennessee? Something?
Sorry,
in
can't
Tennessee?
type. 10 degrees in Tennessee.
Ah.
Fingers no worky. Olive drab plus 17 others. Not happening. Like Jen said. Not a thing. Making stuff up.
Ghost Hunter, if you're gonna go that way, why not just say what about 17 slightly different variations of olive drab? and then black. First time viewer, is this the Hokey Pokey Anonymous meeting?
Yes.
I hear it's a place to turn yourself around.
Yes.
Telemachus. So great. Are any of the 16 part of a new signature set?
Yes.
Yes.
12 of them are.
Lumberjack Tim says eclectic salmon question mark?
Yes. Right now it is. It may not stay on the menu. But right now, eclectic salmon is one of the 16. It is one of the ones that we are not 100%. So it's kind of a B team choice for one of the signature artists.
Wad Tomato would like to know when we are going to find out who the artists are.
Early March, right before Adepticon.
Anything in the orange family?
Yeah, red orange
Hmm.
and rust orange, which is different than burnt orange.
Are there any paints in this next release I need for tree people?
All of them?
Yeah. You could use pretty much all of them for that.
Some of the colors that you've been seeing over time, the satin black, which is a true midnight black, the bismuth yellow, the ultramarine blue. There's all sorts of them. Red orange, eclectic salmon. There is a color we're looking at that is we have turquoise. It's a dark turquoise. We've got a pale green to be a darker version of bright pale green. We've got the rust red, rust orange, a new metallic in there, which is really bitchin'.
Oh, did you get that one mixed up yet?
No, because we don't have the metallic.
Oh, we don't have the base. Yeah.
So, but that one's next.
I'm excited for that one.
So yeah, tons of cool stuff.
That might be my new favorite go-to metallic for everything. Are the other 4 going to be in a pack or only as singles? You said
Pack and singles. All of them will be available as sets and singles. It'll be the only 4 set that we do. It'll come in the same box as the 6 color signature sets, but it'll just only have 4 paints in it.
Metallic depleted uranium.
Yeah, it's deuterium.
Yeah. I don't
Super
think
dense.
I don't think we could get away trying to send that to various different places around the world.
We just don't ask permission. Ask forgiveness, not permission, is our...
I feel like that's a thing that would be hard to ask forgiveness for because you'd probably be in jail.
Not weaponized.
I feel like they probably ask a lot of questions and are probably not super fond of letting people run around who ship that stuff without permits and don't ask questions.
You just hush.
Alright. Alright. These are
You just let me worry about the high level stuff over here, buddy.
these are my blinders. I'm putting them on, Jason. Just so you know, blinders are on. What I cannot see cannot hurt me.
See? Exactly.
If I don't know it exists, it's not real.
You just let the big boys take care of the heavy duty stuff, all right?
Yeah, like shipping depleted uranium.
Yeah,
around
like
the
maybe we
world.
shouldn't tell the shipping department about it either.
Yeah.
Hey, Shelby, Phil, close your ears.
I think you should keep that one pretty darn close to the vest.
Why does this box set off all my Geiger equipment?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would say. Don't worry about it.
about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't
Not-
worry your pretty little head about it. That's how you say that.
Don't worry your pretty little head
People
about
love it when you say that, when you talk to them that way. Especially Jen.
it. Don't you worry about blank. Let me worry about blank.
Don't you worry your pretty little head about it.
Haha, well done. Just when I thought all the good chemistry jokes are gone. Telemachus. Better question. Why do you have Geiger equipment?
I live in the modern world. I ain't trying to go out like that.
If it doesn't set off the alarms, we're good.
I mean, we're rebels. We shipped spray paint and air freight for years.
You're not allowed to do that?
No.
Oh. Just because it can go boom.
Yeah. Well, technically, that's a very old law. Shipping pressurized containers via air. That has withstood due to ignorance and people not wanting to change things, but what do I got here? I got some of this. Let's see if this makes for good
The
color.
pins in my hip set off metal detectors. Am I good, Baby J? I think you're fine. You have like paperwork that you can show people. Seems legitimate to me.
Sounds like he needs to be our mule.
Oh God. Yes, I have a legitimate reason why these metal detectors are going off. I have metal pins in my hip. Then why the heck is your shoulder going crazy with the metal detector? Oh, well, there's also pins in my shoulder too. Have I told you I'm a robot yet? Ghost Hunter is very much liking how that green filter made the jacket work out.
Yeah, right? Not bad.
Do I have paperwork? I just say pins in hips and they say okay. It would probably be pretty annoying if you had to lug paperwork around with you all the time that said, hey, I have a pin in my hip. That makes this thing go, meep, meep, meep.
Tell them I have a plate in my head all the time. They never believe me. Then they take my knife away. Everybody gets pissy. Freaking airports, man. I remember, like, back in the day, traveling all the time, I would always forget. I'd take my bag, would go on, like, a motorcycle trip with me. And then it would go on a air trip with me. And on the air trip, it'd be like, oh my gosh, you know, how many knives I've lost. Because it'd be in my backpack for my motorcycle trip. And then not make it through the airport. That always sucks. Especially when it's an expensive one.
there, I think.
I'm just mixing heavy warm white with Payne's gray to do my silver today because I'm lazy. I already had heavy warm white from mixing with the warm brown for the leather.
Nine.
What are you doing tonight?
Me?
Yeah.
Let's see here. I am going to hang out here. I'm going to finish up this short.
Oh, that's right. Yep. You got some video editing or video shooting you got to do.
Yep, so I want to finish that up. I want to make sure I get that to Gabe before tomorrow. And then after that, I was going to go play cards, but I might just go home and chill. I have a couple more days before I'm going to be in LVO for 4 or 5 days, so just hanging out at home and relaxing, maybe doing a little bit of cleanup so that when I come back from LVO, my apartment isn't a mess like it usually is when I travel. Because I'm always doing stuff last minute, so getting stuff prepped ahead of time sounds pretty attractive to me. I also found the cheat code for Path of Exile last night.
Cheat code, which is?
So I have like 2,400 hours in this game.
That's a lot of hours.
It's a lot. I've played this game for a long time.
It's like 100 days.
Huh?
Like 100 days.
That is correct.
A lot.
Yep. And there's
Hey,
a
Bill.
way for...
Hi. You snuck in here. Nobody said nothing.
Hi, Philip.
Hello.
Hi, new guy, Philip.
I try not to interrupt you guys if you're in the middle of talking.
No.
So.
So there's a mechanic for end game in Path of Exile, which is called mapping, and it's where you basically put this little thing, a little like disc thing, you put it into a map device, and you click a button, and it opens up a bunch of portals to a like procedurally generated area that you can go run and kill monsters in and drop loot. And you do these over and over and over again. There's different maps that you can run. There's like 100 different maps you can run, and you can. There are ways that you can increase the amount of monsters that are in a map by doing various different things. And it's called juicing your maps. And
Are you just like manipulating like spawn AI basically?
Yeah, so there's like there are like on every piece of item in Path of Exile there's like modifiers that like give you stats on your items. If you've ever played Diablo or any of those types of games, it's pretty similar to that. But the maps also have modifiers, and some of the modifiers that you can get are like increased rare mobs and increased magic mobs in your maps. And the build that I'm playing right now is a magic find character, which basically just increases the amount of like rarity of things that drop as well as the quantity of things that drop. So the idea is you want to pack as many monsters as you possibly can into a map. So that when you blow stuff up, there's big old loot explosions everywhere that like are crazy and wild.
Nice.
Jen's always asking me how to get her magic find up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All the time.
Yep,
He
all the
gets
time.
tired of me asking.
Yeah.
So, I tried out some new stuff that was. It's kind of expensive to make these things happen because this game is all based around currency. It has its own economy, which is a whole other thing.
Do you play a hardcore character or you just play casual?
God no.
Oh, I'm just curious.
I am not good enough for hardcore.
I just know some people, some of my friends, they only play when the new season comes out. They start a new hardcore character until it dies, and then they stop
Nah.
until the next season. I don't understand it.
I like to do all of the content in the game, and some of the content in that game is like very, very hard.
Yeah.
There's also like weird combinations of things that you'll like run into stat wise on a map that'll just like kill your character. You'll have like a rare mob that has a really bad
matchup.
Yeah, it has a really nasty buff that you're just like your build just dies to.
Yep, that's.
And there are ways to like mitigate that, and you typically will know that when you look at the map. But anyways, it's a thing you can avoid.
Mapping.
It's fun though.
Ghost Hunter, we will not tell Jacob.
Yeah, don't tell Jacob.
But anyways, yeah, I figured out how to make some crazy currency last night, and
Nice.
it was a lot of fun.
That's great. You know what I started playing this weekend?
I know what you started playing this weekend
What? Are you clapping at me?
because it's really fun, and I love that game.
The finals?
Yeah,
Dude. I thought when I first came out, I thought it was like a BR, and so I just like didn't even pay attention to it. I was like,
it's so great.
I have no interest in this whatsoever. It's another BR. And then I like got on Discord last night, and two of my other buddies, Ryan Gentry, who's helps Christopher with filming a lot of our commercials that we do. Yeah, you know Ryan. I was telling them Ryan, and then Christian, who I think he came and played Magic that one time. He's one of Gabe's. Well, he's my friend too, but he's a graphic designer. And they were both playing it, and they're like, "Oh, you should download it. It's free." I was like, "I don't want to play another BR. Like those just aren't fun to me. Like, oh, I die and I get to watch my friends play games for 20 minutes because I'm new." And they're like, "Oh no, it's not a BR." And so I started playing it. I sat for probably like 4 hours yesterday.
Playing it.
Oh, just by
What is it called?
The finals.
Oh, I never heard of it.
It's a first person shooter that's kind of like it's made by a lot of ex-DICE devs. So it feels very
Battlefield.
Feels more Titanfall than Battlefield.
Okay.
Like, well, I play the light characters, which to me feels a lot of movement and like grapple hook and stuff. So to me, it feels Titanfall.
You're running around on top of buildings.
Yeah, running around, grapple hooking around, like jumping out of windows, like just playing fast. And so I was having a ton of fun with it yesterday.
This is the game I mentioned a little while ago on stream where you could basically destroy the whole city.
Yeah, everything's
that you're in.
destructible. It's so funny.
Like I'll be sitting on top of a building, shooting at some guy across the way, and then all of a sudden the building blows up underneath me.
Yeah, the whole like a floor underneath you falls out.
Yeah, I fall down 3 flights of stairs.
It's so fun. Yeah, I was having a ton of fun with that yesterday. I haven't had like a good competitive like scratch that competitive itch in a while, and yesterday I was sweating hard. It was fun.
How much longer are you guys gonna paint?
He's not painting.
How much longer are you gonna paint?
Well, I don't know. I'm just about done. We can be finished.
I'm hanging out. I've got some painting to do yet.
He's got to finish up the short he was filming, so.
Oh yeah, so
Oh,
he needs
yeah.
the
But it means
needs
I
the
gotta-
room.
That means Jason needs to leave.
I gotta leave.
Go back to your desk.
I'm sorry.
You're rude.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Rude.
I'm the worst person in the world.
It also means he can't go to the gym with me today.
I know.
Right. I told him he has to work out at LVO with me now.
I'm down. I don't mind.
You don't get off days.
I don't
They
want
just
an off
move-
day.
They just move to other days.
Are you're probably going home soon, right?
Yeah, whenever you guys are done. You usually hang out here until you're done, then I go home.
Because like I
I'll
would
probably go
potentially
climb.
be willing to go afterwards, but I don't want you to. Have to
No,
sit around.
I'll probably go climb tonight.
Yeah.
I'll just wait till 7 and go to the climbing gym when it's empty.
We go tomorrow. If you're not coming tomorrow.
Tomorrow I have a shoot with Gabe and Christopher. We're doing some BattleTech stuff.
Well.
Sorry.
And
then Wednesday.
who needed you?
We said no to
anyways?
Wednesday, right? Because we're.
I mean, we could do Wednesday.
What's on Wednesday? No, I can't do Wednesday. My girlfriend's mom's birthday is that day. So I have a dinner with her family.
Whale.
Sorry.
It's alright.
All right,
Sorry.
we'll make LVO
Shows
work.
are weird.
We'll make LVO work.
Game delay. Thank you.
Ta-da!
Like done.
Well, sort
You're
of.
welcome, Game Delay. It's all me,
It's like
right?
mostly done.
I gotta do his gloves now.
You're
Figure out
welcome.
what his gloves. I'll do his gloves maybe black as well, just so he has like a weird
Phil, do you see T. Schmidt's question? Are you doing BattleTech?
I like that kind of like
empty wallets?
lighter.
Yes, T. Schmidt, we are doing well. Yes and no. Me and Gabe bought like 10 mystery boxes, so we're doing an unboxing video for the mystery boxes.
Mystery boxes?
Yes.
Like what?
Like you buy a little box that has a mech in it, but you don't know what it is until you open it. So you pay for it before you basically know what you get.
Sean O'John, the green filter worked really, really well. This looked really good for black already, and it was at that point where when I paint black leather, I typically bring it up brighter than I want, and then I glaze black back over the top of it in the shadows and in particular spots so that I can control the lighting. So it was at the perfect time because, you know, when you look at it, this is what we glazed over it.
Oh, that looks great.
Right? So it's just camo green.
I didn't even recognize it as
But
green.
our camo green over the top of all of that gray, and I had used blues, right? So even though you don't see the blues as readily after the glaze, they're still there. And it helps to kind of desaturate the green a bit, so it's not quite that yellowy green that the camo green is. So I think it worked well. That was only one coat. I thought I might put 2, but I don't think it needs it. If anything, I'll probably take some faded green and do a little bit of trim highlight once I get all the rest of the highlights set up. I still have to finish his teeth and do the highlight on the red and do his eyes, obviously, gloves, and then the base. But I'm happy with where he's going.
Looks
I think
good.
he fits in pretty well with Chibi Cap. His skull looks mean, and Cap just looks like, "Hey guys, let's play."
He does. He looks like a
He wants
little
to play.
boy.
Looks like he's getting ready to play kickball.
Yeah, he's
Like an
like
old-timey little
Chipmunk
kid.
Cap, right? Versus
Chipmunk cap is so correct for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Got them like chubby little cheeks.
Yeah.
yeah. But both of these are really nice. I love these models. They're just so good. So I committed once we got sent all of them.
Oh my
All of
goodness,
them.
they sent so many.
That I pulled some hero and villain pairings out. So I've got who else do I have?
You have Kingpin
I have Kingpin and
Kingpin.
Daredevil.
and Daredevil, I think. I
Daredevil?
don't know if you have Daredevil or I mean it must be.
Yeah.
If you pick Kingpin, you probably took Daredevil.
I think so.
I just know. I just saw Kingpin because I wanted the Kingpin when it came in, but you always get
I thought
first
you
dibs.
grabbed like 10.
I do. I have like lots.
Yeah, I was about to say, you have a bunch
so
of
I
he's
have
a shelf
Ultron,
full.
Vision, and Wanda.
Ooh.
Okay, cool.
And I got Spider-Man and Doc Ock, maybe?
I think you did
Okay.
have Doc
I
Ock.
feel like I have Doc Ock and Goblin. Oh, I have Doc Ock and Venom.
Venom.
Oh.
Or maybe
Okay.
I have Goblin and Venom.
You know who
Maybe.
I need to
But I have
find?
Spider-Man and then 2 enemies. One of them which is
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
you
is
need to
Venom.
finish Magneto.
Yeah, the Magneto's
Magneto.
superb.
Magneto will be and always is and always will be my
I have
my
Old
favorite
Man
villain.
Logan.
Oh, I didn't know they
Ooh.
made an Old Man Logan.
It was
That's
one
cool.
of the uniques in the spare box.
Oh, got it. It was
The-
in
its
a
own
little
box. It
small
was like an
box.
exclusive thing. So I have Old Man Logan. I need to do some cleanup on him, but he's pretty cool. So
Very cool.
it'll be fun.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
those are super fun.
It'll be fun. I'll have to take a break between them because I don't know that I just want to paint chibis the rest of my life. But
I'll say you have enough to last you a while.
Well,
Especially
and,
with how long you're
and
taking
we've
on
been
them.
we've been focused on like cute little
Oh yeah,
dudes.
he's looking
know?
so good.
Like Percival's nearly as big as Skull.
Yeah,
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro.
First of
He's
all-
got those eyes.
Yeah,
hands down.
stare down Red Skull.
Oh,
Are you gonna do this? I know you guys are talking about the sleeve on Red Skull. Are you gonna do a sleeve on it too, or is that just more of?
Now,
I
there
was
was
like-
a picture online.
I was like
that had
half
it, and
listening.
I was like, does he
yeah.
have one? And I was like, no, he doesn't. So
I just heard you like googling it, and I was asking if you were gonna Google Hugo Boss for inspiration.
yeah, exactly.
Hugo Boss.
Do you know why?
Cute little
Jordan?
dudes are better than Space Marines. Yeah, I mean everything gets a little monotonous for me over time, right? I have 50 million Starfleet ships that I have to paint so that I can get all of these guys done. I'll probably attack that as if it were BattleTech, and I'll just blow through the entire
20 of them in a week.
22 of them in like 4 days. Now that I have the color schemes worked out, and I'm pretty happy with that.
I
But
really like the Klingon one that you did.
Yeah, the
the
Klingon
Klingon
one's
one's
pretty
sick.
nice.
I think that one's my favorite too.
it turned out pretty good for being so quick, right? It just didn't take very long to make happen. Just using the purple on the bottom. It's easy.
The signature Jason color.
I'm not really trying to make them look awesome, but they look good anyway. So
I was about to say they look awesome.
They look great.
Yeah.
They'll play great on the
I'm
table.
waiting because I got all the supposedly I have the decals coming, but they haven't ever contacted me. They said we'll contact you as soon as you place your order, and I placed my order and didn't get to contact. So
Hmm.
Who are Simon's best box artists, and why is it Monument Hobbies?
Thank you for the compliment.
Yes.
The Big Child Creative guys will hate you for that one, but
It's true.
but we like our paint, so thank you. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. If you're new around here, please hit that follow button. And remember that we do stream 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here in Arizona. You can check out all the links that Jen threw in the chat there to find our products via the store and the FLGS link. You find stores close to you to buy our products at, or direct from our website. And then the community links between YouTube and Discord. So you can come hang out with us over on the Discord 24 hours a day. And the YouTube is the place to find all of the past VODs of all of our streams. So you can, if you tuned in late or early and had to leave, you can always check them out a few days later. I don't know how far behind we are right now, but maybe like a week or something like that. But all the stuff you see us painting here will be back up on YouTube for you to use to your liking. So thank you so much for hanging out with us, everybody. Good to meet the new folks. Good to see the old folks. Everybody had a wonderful weekend, and we will catch you back here tomorrow. Stick around for the raid. Show some love to the channel we wind up in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Adios.